Hi, I'm the old dude, and I'm going to show you that even a non-spiritual person can have a higher power and how to benefit from that. Now, I have valuable life experience and study during my 70 years that you can benefit from. So subscribe and click that bell in order to hear more in the future. So, what's a higher power, and is it beneficial to have one? Well, a higher power is something greater than us, something that can do things for us that we don't have the power or ability to do. So, why would a higher power be good to have? Well, when bad times come, you have something to support you. You have a foundation. You have confidence on that foundation, confidence for the future. And it gives you something to center on that can reduce things like anxiety. Now, a person has to believe their higher power is real for it to be effective. We don't want to believe in the fantasy because it just won't stick. Over the decades, I've talked to many people who say they believe in their particular deity, but in a lot of cases, it's like they have to convince themselves. Their deity or higher power doesn't work well for those people. If you make the higher power a fantasy, I don't think it will stick. For instance, one lady decided to use Santa Claus for her higher power. And she said it worked for her, but I have to wonder if it is still working. Over the decades, I had various experiences with various gods and denominations of those gods, using prayer and such. But looking back at it, I never got anything that a non-spiritual person would get by not praying. There was nothing I or anyone else could prove when it came to these higher powers. Was I and other people just imagining we were getting help, when in reality we were just getting good and bad to happen to us, the same as non-spiritual people got? As a result, I basically became a non-spiritual person since nothing is provable. So I had to ask myself, is there any help that a person can prove that it works? I've only found one thing, and it works very well. So I'm going to show you how you can have a higher power even if you are completely non-spiritual. Is there any power that we can prove works? Let's look at some things we can observe. There is one thing that's been around for a long time. It is something businessmen, salespeople, and religious leaders trust to work. It's a positive attitude and positive affirmations. But there needs to be more, I think. Thinking positive has been proven to work and to help many people succeed or to change a bad life experience into a good one. We have a mountain of proof that a positive attitude works. But I don't see how a positive attitude can work for a higher power. Thinking positive and positive affirmations never really stuck with me. I tried them for a while and things seemed to get better, but I think I never stayed with them because they seemed so artificial, not real. I had to really force myself to keep a positive attitude and to use affirmations. Whether it was some deity, evolution, or force that put us here on Earth, I sure don't know, and no one else on the planet can prove that their belief is fact. I know nothing for sure, but somehow mankind got set up so that a positive attitude works for us. And I don't have to know how it works or how it got here. I just know that it works, and it's the only thing that we can prove that it works. Spiritual people turn their problems over to their higher powers, and they may get some comfort and confidence that things will turn out okay. They expect that their deity will do something for them, confident that in general, things will turn out okay. A non-spiritual person can do something similar with something that is actually more reliable. Instead of using positive thinking or affirmations, A non-spiritual person, or a spiritual person for that matter, anyway, a non-spiritual person can just expect that in general, things will turn out right. I call this positive expectancy. We can see our universe was set up this way since positiveness can be proven that it works. It's not a fairy tale. We can look at positive expectancy as a force in our universe since it actually works. We don't know how it got set up this way, but it did. So don't look at it that it's your thinking or your power that is making things turn out well, but instead look at it that it is a power outside yourself that does it. It should be effortless for you because something else is doing it, not you. So turn things in your life over to positive expectancy and achieve the comfort and confidence that things will turn out okay. There's no need to try to force positive expectancy to work. It just does. And sometimes things don't turn out okay, but that happens to both spiritual and non-spiritual people. One benefit to positive expectancy is that when opportunities come that will bring benefit to you, your mind is receptive and recognizes those opportunities. If a person's negative, he won't recognize those opportunities and they will pass them by. This receptiveness to opportunities, in effect, does things for us that we don't have the power or ability to do, or actually wouldn't do if we didn't have an attitude of positive expectancy. Now, there's more ways I've discovered to deal with fears and uncertainty and to tackle the problems we face in life. I post a new video each week, so subscribe and click that notification bell in order to hear more. And please leave comments. Tell me if this helped or didn't help. And give me your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.